Hey everybody, Chiron here, and welcome back to another episode of Banished. So, where we left off last time, we ran out of tools and logs, so I've been sitting around a little bit trying to get those to recover. So it looks like we're well on our way getting back up to tools. I only AFK'd for like 2 or 3 minutes, kind of between episodes here. Recording back to back just to get a couple episodes built up so I don't miss the post this weekend. But yeah. So after about 2 or 3 minutes, our tool situation came back to normal. We got quite a few logs built up. I found that we have an excess of lumber. We have 6,000 lumber kind of filling up this right here. So I stopped production on this, which was taking a lot of our logs. So I think once we get back up, we'll be good on the log situation again, even if we take this one down. Another thing I noticed, looks like last season we got 22 jade from our forward post here. So I think one thing that we'll need to build this episode is a statue carver. So what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to go through and just make sure that we have everything that we need. So Resource Depot is something that I was kind of looking into. It's adjustable storage for your available range of products. You must have at least one of those products. Items stored in this building will only be released into your town when you decide the number of items manually. The stored items are not freely available to people without your intervention. So this could be something that we could look into and just store like a stockpile of something. Not exactly sure what we would use, but something we could potentially build in the future. All these other things are really just large walled storage building available to store huge quantities of resources. That's kind of cool. Interesting. Can we put this anywhere? It's a cool looking building. That's for sure. It's pretty expensive. It's 148 stone. Interesting. So I don't think we're going to get into these at all. I think our distribution, with being such a small map, we won't really need to have carts or anybody moving stuff around. We've got those. We don't have an abbey. I guess we could do an abbey. Let's, do we want to put it in the fort? Monks. Oh, we do it up here. So we can start putting in some of our native settlements. We'll do some of that stuff up here. So kind of like a, since monks kind of like desolation and stuff like that, we'll put them up here so that they can have their own little area. So this one is also another passive kind of income. So they just do berries, herbs, and ale. We have a graveyard. I think do we have a chapel? Did we ever build one of those? 48. I don't think we did. I'm kind of regretting putting the musket range there. Oh well. Why don't we do it like this? We'll put the musket range right next to the chapel and hope that nothing bad happens. Chapel in the fort. This doesn't have a radius, does it? Doesn't look like it. We'll put the chapel outside the fort. I don't like putting it in the musket range there. So we'll put it right here. It'll fit perfectly in this road section. Right there. Yep. All right. And then these buildings, we have everything. Those. Let's see. Got it. Yes. We have a watermill, so we don't need the windmills. Bakery, preservist. I think we have a preservist. Yep. Smokehouse. I do not think we have a smokehouse. So let's get this put in somewhere. Where can we put this? Smokehouse, I think, needs some sort of a meat product. So let's put it up here. All right, bakery. Yep. So salting house. Do we have a salting house? Stack. Distillery. That's all of our alcohol. Curing barn. See, salting house cures. I think the salting house does the same thing as this guy. So let's put it kind of right next to it. Oh, wrong button. Because I think our salt works is right here. So that'll be kind of a close by area. And then sugar house, I think we have down here. Glassworks, there's a sugar house. Alright, so we've got all of those. Those we don't need. Butchers we have already. Logging barge collects wood logs or hardwood for the small price of silver. Fenning. Our fenning is too precious. We need it for other buildings. I think the where does our fenning go? I think it's I can't remember what uses our fenning right now. I thought something did besides this guy up here. Oh, here it is. So this is what uses it. So yeah, we don't want to waste it on something that we don't need. All right, so we have a tailor, we have weaver, we have a roper, we have a bed maker, and we have. Do we have a tannery? We do. Dairy. We have it somewhere. I just don't know where it is right now. We'll stop work on that one. Alright. Now we have a blacksmith. We have a cooper. I think our cooper is there. We don't need a shipyard because we don't need hull components for anything. We have a jointer. We don't have a potter. I don't believe. Potter. Nope. Creates pottery. Not really sure what pottery does for us, but I guess we can make one. Can we fit it in anywhere? So we can continue on over here. Actually, we should probably put it over by our brickworks. That would be a good idea. If we can kind of squeeze it into anywhere. So this I gotta demolish. What is this? Our gem cutter. I have to demolish. Because it's in the way of our road. Now that we don't have any of those buildings up here, we can start building into where those trees were. And I think I'll put the pottery, the potter. Can I fit it in here? I don't believe I can, so I think it's going to interfere with that road. Right there. And then we'll send the road down. Alright. Next up on the list, we have brickworks. We need to rebuild the gem cutter. We have a candlery, glassworks, building supplier, melting house. Statue cover we don't have. It's nice and small, so I can put it right in there. So since we have a lot of jade, we can start up with our statue carving. Saw pit we don't need. We have plenty of lumber, and all those we have. We have an inn and garden, we have a small tavern, and we have all 4 of those. So yeah, looks like we pretty much built one of everything. I'm not sure why this fishing dock is not being built. They're just flat out not working on it. Oh, maybe they can't actually get to it. Can they not path over here? Let's take a look. Maybe they can't. Let's do a flattened terrain to there. Hopefully that'll give them a path that they can start building that. Because I built this a long time ago. This was like probably like 6+ seasons ago. Alrighty. Yeah, so these built immediately, and this one is just not doing a single thing. What if we demolish our candlery? And then we'll turn the candlery so that there's a road in there. Alright, how's our fort doing? Alright, we could put in our... Let's see... There. And then... Yeah. Just need to take a look at my sheet here. Forgot to do it between episodes. Where did my mini-map go? There we go. Forgot to do it between episodes. I just had to pull up my chart here for our area. And I don't think we'll be able to do that. It looks like I miscalculated this right here. So my original design, I had 3 homes here, and then this wasn't here, but so I extended this out. I originally had room for 3 houses in, or 2 rows or 2 columns of houses here, but can't quite fit that anymore. All right. Let's see, 3, 3, 3. All right. Let's see, where does this end? Right there. Boom, boom. I think what I want to do is just kind of do a little bit of a maneuver here. Move road 1, 2, 3, 4. There we go, and then we can just put a little jag in the road here, and then we can fit an extra house in there. I'd rather have the extra house. Alright, merchant at the trading post. Building supplies, and don't really need. I think we've got like 170 building supplies. So we're good on that front. Hey, there we go. So we got our dock made. And we need to put our candlery back in, and we'll turn it sideways here. What's our max fishing? 8. So we've got the fishing dock, we've got our tidal pool, and we've got our koi fishery. here's our abbey. Oops. So we'll produce. Yeah, we've got plenty of herbs. Why not? We'll produce ale. We'll some of the best alcohol comes from monks. So, all right. And I'm not going to do this quite yet. I have to take a look at this area. It looks like we're kind of limited on space. I think I might do a power flatten in this area because this is a pretty flat area and it doesn't give us a whole lot of room to build. And then up here I'm going to start doing some of the native items, so give them some homes and kind of an area of their own. I know it's not really politically correct to kind of put them on a reservation, but I mean I want them to have a little bit of space on their own, that they can just kind of operate and just keep their heritage going. So I think that'll be a good use for this area. Alrighty. How is our storage situation going? These are all full. Holy smokes. Everything is full. Okay. So let's start upgrading some barns here. Yeah, look at this. Stuff is just stacking up outside because they just don't have room for it. Yeah, we're gonna have to build one of these magazines. Where can we build it though? Let's see. I think we'll put it right here. So let's demolish this. And we'll increase priority. Get it out of here. Just miss all that. Go faster. All right, so we'll put a couple of magazines up here. So where's the door? There's no other style features for these, so we'll just put them in as is. Really? All right, we'll power flatten this. And then we'll do a magazine there. So put 2 magazines up here, just kind of some external storage barns for the fort area. I don't actually know how much can be stored in here. We'll pull out the handy dandy calculator while those are building. Alright, and start upgrading some of our roads here. Go to about there. There's a lot of stone. Holy cow. You might run out of stone. We haven't actually had to worry about stone in quite some time. Oh boy, this is 1% left. We'll have to upgrade this. We'll wait till it's completely used up, which should be promptly here. Alrighty then. So take a look at our koi fisheries. Yeah. So I don't know why, if it's just my bad luck or if I'm just not using these properly. It might be the fact that they have to travel so far. I've done these koi fisheries and fishing docks quite a number of different ways, and they just don't ever produce anything for me. You know, people swear by them. Like on every other build I've ever seen, or any other town I've ever seen from anybody. Their fishery, they say that the fishery is the first thing they build, and it's always their major production facility, but they just don't work for me. I don't know why. So we have a couple of different storage options. I think in our Quayside stuff, yep, so the Quay locker stores fish. So let's put a Quay locker here, and we'll put one. Where'd it go? There's. So we'll put a Quay locker there, so they have nice, easy access to. Well, actually, we don't really need to put that there. It's not going to use up any kind of fish resources. From what I hear from fisheries, the more water that's around an area, the more it's going to produce. But this doesn't actually need water. It's just aesthetically pleasing. I don't think any of these need water. So let's put the Quay locker. We'll put it right here. So we'll line it up there. Then can we put one more in? Nah. It loses those stilts at the end, so then it just becomes a land building, which is fine. It's it's within the mechanics of the game, but for any of the Quay buildings, you want to make sure that you have them kind of on the water if at all possible. Alright, so then that should be that, and then why don't we put in some Quay houses too? So we'll give them a, let's see, Quay dry storage, Quay barn, Quay house, and then they do have a couple different styles. So we'll do here. Yep. So we'll put a couple homes there, so then those homes can supply the farm, or the Quay fishery, and then hopefully some of our herdsmen will live there. So that should solve all of our problems with this. So if the production, once the Quay locker and the Quay homes build, if this Quay fishery still does not produce what we need it to, then we know that it's just not worth it. Which, I've used these fisheries a lot. Actually, this one is doing pretty good. This is the most I've ever seen one of these produce. It is late autumn, so it doesn't have a whole lot longer, but we'll see. We will see. In my experience, one of these fisheries has only produced like 150 per worker, which is just not good, because it takes 100 for that worker to eat, and then it produces 50 extra for somebody else. All right. So we got our magazines here. Holy cow! Let's see how much this produces. All right, so we have about 1,000, 2,000. 1,000, 2,000, about 50. 1,000, 2,000, 2,500 divided by 0.05. 50,000. So these store 50,000 goods. Well, this stores 10,000. All right, so we are building magazines from now on. That is quite a lot. The other storage that we have is the barn bank. I think it uses joists. No, building materials. So we're actually okay that we can produce these now. We didn't use them earlier because they just use so much resources, but we can give them a try now. So why don't we... Where can we put one of these? Where do we have like a hill or something? I guess we could put them on the edge of the map. Yeah, let's put them here. So we'll do 4 barn banks over in this area and see how much those can hold. 50,000's pretty darn good though. I don't know if the barn bank can beat that. All right, and I think we got everything else that we needed. So we'll do a statue. We'll do a potter. So it needs clay and furnace fuel. I don't actually know what uses pottery. It's got to be one of these buildings, I would assume. This is all glassware. This is all... Oh, pottery. So potted meat we can create from chicken and duck meat. I guess we could do another preservist. Ooh, we also have these buildings. So they use logs though. Wedding pemmican. So tallow, cherries. We don't have cherries. We do have cheese. We do have fish now. Cheval cuts. Let's do smoked fish. And then salting house. Surströmming. Brined cheese. How much cheese do we have? Not much. We should have plenty of beef cuts. So charqui cuts we have about 500. Beef cuts we have tons and tons and tons of beef. So let's make another cow butcher. Butcher. Cow butcher. I don't think we can. Can we put one in here? We can. So we'll make another cow butcher, and then we'll do beef cuts here. That should work out good. All right. And then we don't want to do wood statue. We want to do jade statue because I don't think we have any marble. Marble. We have 22 marble, and we have 44 jade. So we'll do jade statues until we run out of jade, and then we'll switch back over to marble statues. Do we have any rough gemstones? It's gemstone rough 1, so not really worth it. We do have 31 people though, so let's increase that. We'll increase that. Actually, we'll just max those out. We have just an abundance of people, so. All right, so this finally took a dive, so we'll increase production on that. 27 nomads. We don't need nomads. We have too many people as it is to keep track of. So, wow, look at all those people coming through. How's our storage barns doing? We need stone, of course. Of course. Alright, I guess we could work on... We've got a bunch of native artifacts, so I think we can start working on those again. So we have 16... Actually, I think we have like 26 native artifacts. So we have tons of native artifacts at our disposal. So let's work on getting all of these unlocked again. So we have figs, we have hemp. I'm gonna butcher that so bad. I'm not even gonna try and pronounce it. Whatever this is, we need that. Canola, I think we need. Strawberries. Strawberries we need. I'm not going to get the field mushrooms. The field items just aren't all that useful. Pecan, depending on your dialect. I don't think we have. Grapes we have. Eggplant we don't. Blue pumpkin. I think we have pumpkin, but not blue pumpkin. We have pumpkin. Red mulberries. Blueberries. Broccoli we have. Cotton. Parsnips we have. Right? Parsnips we have, yep. Spinach we have. Spinach. Squash. I thought we had spinach. Oh, we do have spinach. I must have missed it. Blackberries we don't have. Potatoes. Let's see, blueberries. Don't have blackberries or potatoes. Red mulberry we have, and oak lettuce. I guess we could do oak lettuce. How much do we need? Holy cow. So we need 4, 8, 11. Oh. Alright, so we'll do... What am I looking for here? Native artifact. Alright, so we need 11 of these, and then we can just fill out with 5. We need 1,000, 3,000, 1,001 should do it. Oh, we can't. We'll do it like that. Alright, so we'll wait for one more native artifact to come through here. And there we go. So 11, and then that should... Oh, that's way too much. What am I doing here? So 3. That's what I meant to do. I don't know why I didn't. Why can't I math today? Oh, I was thinking it was 25,000 yet. Okay. That would make more sense. So 131. We'll do like that. All right. Yeah, we're starting to get there, getting it filled in. Not too shabby. You can go away. All right. Well, we've got our magazines up and running. I was hoping we could get the barn bank up, but I don't think we'll get enough stone in time. To do that, so I think it might have to be a mystery until the next episode. So we got plenty of fuel now. Wow, we are rocking it on the fuel. How I don't even know how we got that much fuel, but anyway. So food production is awesome. Tool production is on point. clothing is still good. So I think we can... do these require stone? Yeah, these require stone. So once these barn banks are up and running, I think we can continue production on the houses up here, and then we should be good to go. So, all right. So thanks for coming out, everybody. Definitely appreciate it, and see you next time.